Right, ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get man.
Yes.
Real as it gets, episode 4. I'm your host, Callum Hickey. Today I have with me Charlie Watts, the founder of Manor. My Manor, you might know it as on Instagram. Massive gym. How many gyms you got now, bro?
We've got nine locations.
9 locations now. So let me start by saying how I know Charlie. We go way back. In my previous episode, you might have seen Sean Grealish. Big up man like Sean. Training House Gym. I actually met Charlie there. Gone, what, 5 years ago?
Bro, I was trying to work this out earlier actually. I think, yeah, it must have been.
So I saw him, he's a friend of Sean's. You and Sean were just in there training anyway. Me and two of my, we were like the flash bastards in the gym at the time. We come in.
Pushing some big weights though.
Sean was like, come and have a workout with us two. And we was like, yeah, alright, cool. There was 3 of us, 2 of them. We was giving it the big and thinking, this is going to be easy. I didn't know he had a fighting background, so they have like a crazy mentality anyway. Sean's nails. And I think the workout was, I forget the rep range, but it was something along the lines of swings, double unders, and a lap round made of Vale. Remember there was like that big, we just went out the gym.
That was tough, that was good.
And yeah, you got smoked us, man. It was just humbling. And then we just we stayed in touch through there, didn't we? I think Training House Gym shut shortly after that.
Yeah, and then obviously, which connected us to Jay Brockway.
That's right,
And then you started
I started working with them, yeah.
I kind of followed your journey. And then you were at the 4.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just kind of kept in contact.
Yeah.
So,
What was I going to say? When I met you at Training House though, had the Manor journey already started?
No.
So it was after that you started? Because I remember
seeing,
I think it was your Vauxhall Gym. Was it Vauxhall Gym first?
No, it was Oxford Circus, man.
Ah, okay. Was that the corporate one?
That was, so all of them are based within the office group, which is a flexible working space.
Yeah, okay. I remember seeing some nutty workouts. Yeah, these are doing bits, man.
So there was actually, before it was Manor, it was a different company name, but we'll go into that.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so what made you, let's start before that actually. So life as a fighter, because I remember seeing you post up a few throwbacks of just knocking Jesus out in the octagon. What made you go down the fighting route?
To be honest with you, like weirdly enough, it was just by chance, man.
Yeah.
So never really been into fighting. And to be fair, I was actually having
just been really good at it. Never
not at all. Honestly, when I was at school, because obviously, fights do happen.
Yeah.
Especially going to a boys' school, there's lots of testosterone flying around.
Yeah.
I had no fights in primary or the only fight I had in primary school was getting booted in the face by the school bully. But karma, the first kind of 2 weeks of secondary school, I just remember him getting battered by someone in the end. I was just like, yes. But no, it was it was quite a tough school, but I was just so scared of kind of any sort of confrontation.
It is horrible. Like I've had plenty of fights back in the day, and even still, you get that nasty feeling before any sort of confrontation.
Yeah.
It's horrible. So like, do you, being a fighter, do you get over that? Do you get over that feeling of walking down to the ring or the octagon? Do you get over it eventually?
So going back to your first question, which was how did I get into fighting? So I've always been massively into competitive sports, and anything that I've ever done, I've kind of tried to be the best I possibly can.
Yeah. I can tell when I train with you.
So nice. It's starting to subside, that mindset, but I ran like competitively, like county athletics. I played football semi-professionally when I was 14. After that, I played tennis, like county level tennis. And then, what did I do after that? I think after that I just got into the gym, and then I kind of transitioned into fighting, and it was a kind of natural progression because I love sports so much. To obviously, become a PT, become a coach, and at the time, I think it was my first job. I was a PT in a MMA gym called the MMA Clinic in Angel, and they were like, look, you can jump in, do any of the sessions for free. I was like, okay, wicked, man. And I saw it as another or a new physical mental challenge, because you're learning, and obviously you're using your body physically.
And MMA is no joke. Like, no fighting sport is no joke, but MMA is just, there's so much going on.
Yeah, and
there's loads to learn.
There's so much to learn, and that's what kind of drew me to the sport. And then, like, being a natural competitor, the only way to, and enjoying that kind of buzz from competition, the only way to compete in MMA is to fight. So
knocking people out.
I was just like, let's go. I had about 20 fights, so not too many. I had 7 professional fights, which was cool. My last fight, which is a major achievement for me, was in the Liverpool Echo Arena.
Sick.
So big stadium, and an incredible buzz. Unfortunately, I actually lost that fight, but it was my best performance to date. TKO, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go to sleep, but
no, fair enough, man. These things happen, but you've got to take a loss. Everyone's got to take a loss.
Take it on the chin.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, like, I was so calm going into that fight. Like, it was a big step. So it was a big step up for me because the capacity of that stadium is 10,000, and it's the largest promotion in Europe. And I just, like, training was great, and when I was backstage kind of warming up, I just felt so calm and just ready to execute.
Wicked.
And I went in there.
How long did it go? Because it's MMA 3 rounds.
It's 3 rounds. Lots of ways to lose. I lost in the first round, but that's the thing. That's the great thing about excitement.
At least you got in the ring. At least you got in the ring.
Is that, like, you can be winning and then kind of lose particular things. Like, I went in there, like, broke the guy's nose. He dropped on the floor. And I just kind of went up to him, started pounding him, and then he tried to attack my leg, got back up, and then hit me with a flurry of shots, dropped me, and then just like pounded.
Was that the first time you took any sort of loss?
Second time.
Oh, okay.
And honestly,
it must be humbling though, isn't it? Knowing that, because when you're on like a path of winning all the time, it must be humbling to take a loss.
100%.
Cool.
No, you just kind of
you get gassed if you win too much.
Yeah, down to earth, and everyone loses, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But just like to finish that story. I got put on my ass. The guy was pounding on me, and the ref came over. And in MMA, you don't get a standing 8 count like you do in boxing.
Oh, okay.
He waved it off, and I thought he was coming over to give me the standing 8 count. That's how fucked I was. And I was like, ref, man, I'm done. I tried to get up, and I was just like, I couldn't actually get up, so I had to just take a minute on my back. I was like, oh,
I'm gonna chill.
But yeah, I was fine. I was absolutely fine.
How long did that last? The fighting career, was it like a couple of years?
I reckon probably about 6 to 8 years.
Nice.
From like training and the amount. Yeah.
Do you miss it?
Fine.
Or even just the practice?
Miss the lifestyle and the practice, man. It's just like...
Must just be like good to be around hungry people, but I suppose you work a lot, man. I'm part of the Manor now as well. So us lot and like that, we're all driven. So it's like, it is.
No, 100%.
Must just be good. And then transitioning from fighting to the Manor, how did you make that leap?
Yeah, so like, obviously I wasn't an academic at school, so...
Join the club.
I didn't.
I'm still not that good.
I fucking hated school. But everything happens for a reason. Like, I'm a big believer of that, and the kind of the attitude and the skills that I developed through MMA and have now transferred those into kind of work and business. They've kind of been able to take me this far, and I can continuously still draw upon all of those attributes, particularly in times like this, to kind of keep driving forwards, man.
What made you go for a gym? Just because of the lifestyle as well before?
Well, I was a PT, so I had a PT business throughout my MMA career, because MMA on at my level doesn't pay the bills. It's just more of a passion thing with the hope that you're going to make it to.
Sorry, just slightly off. What do you earn? What would you earn in like an MMA fight?
My last fight, I earned 700 quid.
Okay, and what is it? Still similar prep, like 13 weeks, 10 weeks of hard training before fight?
And obviously, exactly. So it's not 700 quid for 2
Nah, you're thinking
for
the
2
food
minutes
and all
work.
that.
It's like
exactly.
2 to 3 months of hard graft. So you have to pay the bills somehow, and I did that through PT. And when I retired from MMA, one of my clients was actually one was the CEO of the office group, and one was the chairman, so he owned the business.
Just network from there.
Yeah, and he said to me, look, we've got this space in Oxford Circus, would you like to put a gym in it? So having no kind of previous experience of business and kind of operating anything on that level, but being a competitor, loving a challenge, I was like, 100%, let's do it.
Man. That must have been scary, because knowing that, obviously he was a great PT, but knowing, apart from running PT business, opening your own space and stuff, must have been scary, no?
It must have been. Yeah, it was super scary, but nothing can be as scary, and relating it back to kind of MMA and competition in sports, than walking down in front of X amount of people with some guy ready to smash your face in. So it's just like, I've overcome that, and the worst case scenario, which is a loss, isn't that bad. I can overcome most things that present themselves to me in life now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I've taken from it.
And then how long did it take before you knew that, right, this is going somewhere, man? Because there's always that it's probably a year or so at least where you think, is this going to work? You believe in it, you can believe in it all day long, but there's still that turnover of, will I get better, will I get another gym?
Yeah.
How long before you knew, right, Manor's taking over, like, this is going to grow?
Well, not until, what gave me a kind of new lease of life was when it became Manor.
Okay.
So, the first business, the pre-existing business to Manor, and it was actually a joint venture with the office group.
Okay.
That they gave me a brand, they gave me a space. I had no offering, I had no understanding of marketing, no team, both kind of through coaches or operational staff. So I was kind of just like dropped into this situation. Obviously they had the self-belief in me and I had put together a business plan that I presented to them. But it's kind of basically how you open a business in reverse. Generally, you have your brand, you have your product, you have your people, you have a bit of an understanding of business and how your industry works, and then you get to work. I was literally just working it out on the job.
That's wicked.
And through sheer like persistence and tenacity, like I kind of managed to make it work. But because it was such a pin drop in the ocean for the office group, and they were like so supportive for me, kind of. Obviously that was my everything, it was my life, and it consumed my life as well. And I just felt like it was going to be very difficult to ever progress to the next level.
Yeah.
So I got to a point where I was literally like, you know what, I'm paying myself a very low salary here. I'm working like around the clock. Literally, I was still training clients. I was pretty much delivering, most sessions on the timetable, and then all the kind of admin that goes with running a business. I was like, this isn't sustainable for me to continue down this route. So like, I was this close to being like, I'm just going to jack it in and go back to being a PT and just kind of do that. But then the opportunity arose for me to actually buy the business, because throughout that process, or at the time when I was feeling that, the office group got bought by a private equity company called Blackstone.
Okay. So,
encouraged by my dad, I went to them and said, I want to buy the fitness business. And I knew in the back of my mind that there was 2 new spaces up for grabs in the pipeline, which was Victoria and Vauxhall.
Yeah.
And then we made it happen, man.
So we're sitting in Victoria now, MCP, banging. When all the shit's over, get down here, get to all the spaces. How many years did it take? So we're on 9 studios.
Yeah.
What was that transition? How many years to get?
So it was 3 years as Work It, and
fucking 3 years as 9 studios.
No, not 3 years 9 studios. So it's 3 years grinding as Work It.
Yeah.
And then I acquired the business, and then we have operated it as Manor since February 2018.
Okay.
So we're now in
but even
January
still, 9
2021.
studios, bro. That's mate. You lot should be fucking very, very proud. That's banging. Man.
Yeah, no, it's been an amazing journey, and like because like Manor is me. It's a true representation of my core values and what I believe in. I've just been able to really kind of fulfill my potential in a way that wasn't possible with Work It.
That's the next question, actually, what I'm going to go into. How did you come up with the name?
Yeah, so...
Now, I know, roughly, like, knowing the Manor,
and that's because
it's a culture, exactly, it's a culture that we've grown up
yeah.
into and stuff like that, but, explain to people that might not know. They might, Manor, just to other people, might just be, this is best, like, they won't know.
So like, if you're from London, it's like, Manor's your home.
Yeah, it's like your area. Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is my Manor,
like,
this is where I'm from, these are the people.
It's your family.
I hang with. Yeah, exactly.
And that's exactly what Manor Gyms is. It's like...
Was you sort of sceptical about the name? Knowing that people might take it as a class thing?
Yeah.
Because they might, right?
Definitely.
Especially when you explain what it's about, they might go, they might just think, is that a council estate thing?
Yeah,
or
absolutely. Yeah, and you do get people that are like, oh, is it Manor House? Especially if they're not from London.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, hopefully kind of everyone involved, and me myself, is like you get a sense for what the brand is like just by kind of being around us, experiencing us, whether it be a class or on Instagram. then you kind of really
It is,
understand
it's a
what
family
Manor
vibe,
is.
isn't it? Like, even when I walked in here, man, you lot are just welcoming as fuck, right? And it is good. It's another reason that makes you want to work here. It's not cliquey or it's like you come in here and like the thing I shared on my stories yesterday, but the quote you lot have got, the quote is amazing. It's hard graft and good vibes, and that is how you should live.
No, 100%.
And that's how Manor people are. The good Manor lot, isn't it? I like that. It's hard graft and good vibes.
No, 100%. And that's exactly where it was born from. Just kind of being a Londoner, born and bred, and yeah, just like a representation of my kind of values with, you know, with the influence of being brought up in London.
Yeah. How did you come across your team?
How did I come across my team?
Or who was the first members of your team in Office One?
Yeah, so basically, up until this point, and it still pretty much stands, with the exception of maybe a couple, everyone who works within the Manor family is basically an extension of my family. So like, you're a friend,
of course.
we're now working together.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the story with everyone here.
That's wicked.
And that's
probably why
so
everyone
tight.
gets along. Yeah, exactly.
No,
There's
definitely. And you have, well, most people have friends because they're, you know, like-minded individuals. So they do say that, you know, you're a sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I'm not too sure if you've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that quote. That's a great quote. Yeah, that's a great quote.
And that's basically how I like to live my personal life, and that's why a lot of my friends, you know, have a positive impact on my life, and hopefully I do the same for them. But then I also want to create that environment at work, so I want to come to work and feel inspired, motivated.
You can tell that just by even the challenge
and
everyone's on the moment.
and
it's so
learn
good. It's so
everyone.
it's like it is a family community, man. It's great. Question number 4. This is a big one, so we're probably going to go on a little bit of a rant here. Mental health in the fitness world, how it plays its part, how they go hand in hand. Speak about your own mental health in fitness, and then I'll go on to mine as well. So how has it played a part for you? Would you say you've ever suffered from any mental health problems, anything, anxiety, anything on the above, and how fitness has helped you for it?
Yeah, defo. So, like I was saying, that we have here at Manor, obviously closely linked to the Strong Not Silent campaign that we were a part of a few years ago, is that there's no health without mental health.
Yeah.
So we're big believers that, you know, mental health and physical health should go hand in hand. Generally in gyms and the fitness industry, it's changing a bit now, which is great, but physical health is just addressed individually. And we feel that it's really important to open up about your mental health, and also kind of be supportive and understanding to people who are struggling with mental health, just through communication.
So you can imagine as well, through now, like through what everyone's going through, it must be taking a big toll, man. So
It's
I
really
do feel for a
tough.
lot of people, because we already know that health and fitness and training hard clears our mind, but some people ain't had that privilege to do it yet, or haven't got into it. So and that's the message we always try and spread. Train and you will feel better, but it's just a tough time.
No, defo, and like training definitely has a positive impact on your mental health, and I certainly use it as an outlet. But you know, talking, being in an environment where it's okay not to be okay is really important. But then also having the courage to open up and share your problems, whether it be with your friends, with your family, or you know, with a therapist. It's really really important. And it's not, particularly as men, it's not really a space that we allow ourselves to be in very often.
I'm not just like saying it for only us, but do you not think the way we was brought up as well, that kind of culture, you would have never opened up back in the day?
No,
just because like that. Back in the day, it would have been seen as a weakness, and because of it, it carries on in your life, and it's a terrible way. It's a terrible way to think.
And there still is that stigma, particularly for men.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I'm the tough guy.
Yeah, I can't show that. I can't show that I'm upset. Imagine going into your friends and saying you're upset, but you should be able to. Mate, one of my best mates, Phil, he's been peppered. I'm having a fucking shit day today. And come here, mate. Let's have a chat. That's how it should be.
Definitely.
Poor guy.
And like, you may just kind of feel, you know, a bit down. You may have periods where you're up and down. You may feel anxious. Like I suffer really badly from anxiety.
The same.
And I've never allowed myself just to have time for myself, talking about myself.
Yeah.
So like therapy has been life changing for me.
Massively.
Literally life changing for me. And like going into it, I didn't even think that there was anything wrong. And it's like, and that's the same with going to the gym. It's like, this is for me, you know, individually. I don't go to the gym because there's something wrong. It's because I want to feel good.
Yeah, of course.
And that's the same with therapy.
So you come out and like your mood's lifted, you just feel that
100%.
weight off your shoulders just because you've been able to say it to someone with an unbiased opinion on you. He's seen everything, he's heard everything, so you can say, or she, whatever therapist is saying, but you can say it and not feel any kind of way. You can open up to a therapist even better than you can open up to your friends. And I would go as far as saying everyone needs therapy. Everyone in the world, even if it's just for a vent, one session, I guarantee therapy will change your life. Because you've got things, everyone's got things that they picked up from childhood or all these traits from relationships, anything, and you carry that on in your life without even knowing. And that's the thing, you kind of, at one point everyone thinks in their life, nah, nothing's wrong with me, man, I'm fine. But then you don't realise it until you go therapy and they bring this stuff out of you and you're like, fucking hell.
Definitely, man.
I've got issues.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Nah, but I get the same. I'm very, I get anxious, and obviously the annoying part about being anxious, as you know, is we've got kids that are healthy, we have a great job, like you've got loving partners and stuff like that. It's, when you think about it, you've got nothing to be anxious about, but you still get it, and that's why you beat yourself up about it, don't you? Well, I get that. I wake up and I think my life is good. Why do I feel this way? But therapy just helps you clear your head. There's probably just underlying things that you don't know about. So I would say therapy is definitely for everyone.
Yeah.
And we do need to kill that stigma. That, you know, that stigma, it's going to take years and years to do it because of the way people have been brought up. But that whole opening up, I'm sure women get the same, but men, it's just like tenfold, isn't it? Like, it's the whole, it's seen as a sign of weakness when it shouldn't be at all.
And to be honest with you, like particularly for me, because like my dad's very emotionally withdrawn, and they say that most of your subconscious programming is done from 0 to 7. So I don't know if you've heard that theory before. Bruce Lipton is like incredible. He's got a book called Biology of Belief, but he says basically all of your subconscious programming is done at the ages 0 to 7. So and in that period, all we're doing is watching, observing of what's going on around us.
Okay.
And for the most part, it's, you know, from an influence from our parents.
Yeah, makes sense.
So the way we are now, and we may not even be aware of it or aware that we're doing certain things, but that is, those behaviours, emotions and patterns have been learned from when we were 0 to 7.
Mum and dad.
Exactly.
You're the reason I'm fucked. You're paying me, you're paying my therapist.
And some of them obviously serve us well, and some of them don't. But we're all individuals, and
how long have you been doing therapy, if you don't mind me asking?
not that long, man. So probably a year.
Yeah, I started 2019, had a few sessions, and you know, like after 5 or 6 sessions, I felt amazing. Felt like I didn't need it. And then obviously COVID hits and all these other like external things start to hit, and then you think, oh shit, I need to get back in touch. And now I think, even if it's not as often, I'd probably still aim to see a therapist once a month or once every 2 months at least, just to get things off your chest. Even if it's good things, just say, look, this is what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
Get that sort of like credit and just leave.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely. What I was going to say actually, while we're on this topic, I find when you're having like an anxious day or whatever, and you obviously want to get in and have a session in the gym, is there any specific movement you like to do that gets you feeling a bit better?
Something that makes me sweat, man.
I can't do strength training.
Yeah.
I can't do heavy lifting or whatever.
Yeah.
If you gave me like a Metcon or some like HIIT kind of stuff where you're breathing and you have to zone out,
Definitely.
then I feel 10 times better.
No, 100%.
Yeah, and it's strange because back in the day, if I ever had, I didn't know what it was years ago, because I've suffered from it quite bad, but I used to just call it funk. I just thought I didn't know what was wrong with me, got funk. Yeah, didn't have a clue, didn't do the research on it. And back then I could go in the gym and just lift weights and forget about everything. And as they got worse, as the years got on, I needed to take my mind separately. Like I couldn't be having a 3-4 minute rest between sets. I couldn't do it. Just needed to go, I'd rather go half hour and just go for it. But yeah, mental health. How do you think it's affecting everyone now?
Yeah, it's a real tough time at the moment because there's so much uncertainty. And when you focus on uncertainty and not having a clear path forwards, it just builds stress and anxiety on top of, you know, stuff that is actually real, like, you know, financial implications, social implications.
Would you say you've got more clients since then? Not clients, more people jumping on the Zooms for that like escape?
Well, to keep our community engaged, which was our was our priority. Obviously, that's the only way that they can do that. So there's definitely been more people, but kind of since it's happened and we've gone into lockdown, we haven't gained a massive amount of new people.
Yeah.
We are launching Manor on Demand, little plug there.
Oh
it's
yeah.
coming out the next week. But yeah, we've just tried to keep our members kind of engaged and supported through these times, and you know, having an amazing community that we're really close with. They've said that having routine and a positive influence from us has
mate, that's what it is. I preached that from
lockdown
one even. It's just only I preached it not because I know what's good about it. I was speaking on my own behalf, and it helped me. Having any form of structure in your day
definitely
helps you so much. Even if it's just right, I know I'm going for a walk at 12 o'clock, and I know I'm going to fucking clean my house at 3 o'clock and get a little half-hour session in. 3 things for the day or whatever, 3 to 5 things a day gives you plenty of structure, and then it sort of breaks up your day rather than just staying in or you're supposed to stay in now. Yeah, not staying.
Once a day.
But
that works the other way around. So like, I've really fully immersed myself in the community this time around more than I have done for a long time, and that's kind of held me accountable.
Yeah.
Because I have to lead from the front now.
Oh yeah, speak about your challenge. The accountability challenge.
Obviously, we've got the 100-day challenge, which I've been on, which we've been on. But then it's cool.
It's good, man.
And like, we've also done like a mini 30-day challenge for all the members as well. And like,
is it same principles that me and you are?
Similar principles, and selfishly, kind of selfishly, that idea stemmed from the 100-day challenge to keep me accountable. Because I know if I was running it for someone else, then I'd have to do it as well. So they've given me a bit of a boost, but obviously turning it back around to them, we're able to support them with a lot of things. Like they're doing 30 days consecutive training, so they've got an incredible routine. They've got a daily checklist, which is journaling, cold showers, and 10,000 steps. And we've got,
they all have to hit 10k steps.
They have to hit 10k steps.
And
then we've got 2 accountability sessions, one on a Monday, which is kind of like goals, intentions for the week, a midweek check-in, which is generally some sort of mindfulness topic, and if we can support them in any other way. And then a Friday we're doing some breath work and affirmations.
Okay.
As well.
They're powerful.
They are, man. They really are. And then the additional session on a Sunday, which I've been leading and enjoying.
Sunday service,
mate. Always pay your respects.
How's your challenge, or our challenge rather, different to apart from the extra days?
Yeah,
you go ice baths, didn't you? So my challenge, my challenge is different to his. I'm on 100 days. I'm on similar principles, but I've changed it a bit. I can't do the ice baths just yet. I'm not nails like that. I'll give it a go one
day. No, you can.
I'll give it a go. I'll have a cold bath first. I'll start slow. So I'm enjoying the no caffeine. So what's our one? It's no caffeine.
I'm not doing no caffeine. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing caffeine?
Yeah. So I'm basically I'm not allowed to buy any hot drinks out.
Oh, okay.
Which obviously extends to coffee. So I'm limiting myself to 1 or 2 a day. Anyway. And then for every £5 that I save from the coffees that I don't buy, I put it into a separate savings account.
Yeah,
so I'm £90 up right now.
Standard. I'm just tired. Yeah. No caffeine. Now, to be fair, I'm not going to lie. I wanted to come off the caffeine before the challenge because for me, caffeine and anxiety is like
definitely.
Man. So I had to come off that about 2 weeks before we even started the challenge. So that's not that bad.
It's definitely helpful.
No alcohol. There's no reason to do alcohol at the moment anyway, really. What's the other one? Journaling. Journaling's been wicked. I've never actually when people say it, I've always thought, what's the benefit of it? But I'm doing it myself now every night, and the whole what are you grateful for, 3 things I look forward to, the whole layout of it, it's really helped, man. And I kind of feel not I'd rather feel overwhelmed going to bed knowing that I got my challenge done. I like getting the journaling done. I sort of feel like guilty if I don't get it done now. So
it goes back to gives you routine, and then also a sense of achievement when you do kind of tick it off.
You've been on meditation as well. You've been doing I've been doing that. Training's been good as it can be, to be fair. And just what are we 24 days in now?
I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I've lost count, man. I'm just I'm just in the groove. I'm just it is what it is. I'm here. I'm at the beginning of the journey, and we're not even halfway. I'm I'm rolling with it.
Yeah. Oh, the only thing you've got different to me, you've got the ice bars, I've got longer stretching than you.
Yeah, that's
I need it.
Yeah, so I'm doing my 10-minute stretcher there. I need it.
Yeah, like that. So I'm trying to aim for like half hour a day and then an hour on rest days. But that's the tough one.
Yeah.
It's boring, isn't it? Let's be honest.
And I'm also putting myself back out there on social because obviously you've got an active, engaged social account. I have not been on social media for a long time, so yeah, I'm just making sure that I'm there. I show up 3 times a week.
Wicked.
Yeah.
There's so that's a layout that someone else showed me before to be like present on your Instagram. And this is for any new trainers starting out as well. 3 posts a week, 5 stories a day. That's what I was taught, and it's benefited me so far. Obviously, I ain't got a massive following, but it's not always about the following, it's about engagement, right? So yeah, so just being present for anyone that ends up going down the Insta route on your personal training career. Right, next one, 3-parter. This is all about the Manor. First one is how you adapted through COVID. Second one's going to be how you pick your coaches, and the third one is what sets you apart from the rest. So my writing's terrible. So first one, how you've all adapted, every studio's adapted through COVID.
Yeah, with great difficulty, man.
Yeah.
Like, not only obviously from a financial perspective, but part of the kind of Manor vibe is human connection, right?
Yeah.
And it's something that we all miss, but like that's what makes our team and community so special is coming together and sharing experiences and good vibes.
Yeah, because what was the thing before COVID? Finish Strong Friday.
Finish Strong Friday, every Friday. Yeah, we come together and all the team are present. We invite people from our extended network, and we train and then we finish off with a few beers. Having that taken away from you is challenging.
That's tough. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we've just done the best we can, like as I say, to be there for our members, going on Zoom and trying to be proactive with developing new products. And it's been quite exciting. We've had to innovate, create. It's been thrilling, although last year was just emotional, man.
Yeah,
all round. But this year,
it's nearly been a year, bro. That's
it's
scary,
mental,
man.
and we're still here.
Yeah.
But like this year, I've just tried to bring a different kind of mindset to the year, and that is just like control what you can, let go of what you can't. And
fair play.
I've been so much happier.
Do you know what's weird? I don't want to try and rub it in people's faces or whatever, but I feel, even though I know this is the shittiest lockdown out of all 3 we've had or whatever, for some reason I'm the most optimistic through this one.
Yeah, me too, man.
It's just because I know kind of like there's an end coming soon. My days are kind of filled with the challenge and my clients and being here, like teaching Zooms and stuff. I feel optimistic, man. Like I really feel like the future's going to be good. So I'm not letting it beat me up each day.
My favourite affirmation, and like you can't, if you say it and you believe it, you can't not smile.
Yeah.
The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come,
mate.
So just like
I think about my life every day. Like,
the best is yet to come.
It's gonna get better.
So
No doubt.
the best really is yet to come.
Yeah, of course.
And in terms of picking coaches, generally, if I had to kind of refine it into 3 things that we look for, so authenticity is really important to us. Credibility. Your training, training as in your education, your training as in what you do day to day and how you represent yourself, and then your mindset. We love people who have a growth mindset because that's just going to add so much value to us and then to our community. So
because that was one of the first things I asked you. I've always wanted to work here, but when you was taking me on and talking about taking me on the onboarding process, I was like, do I have to change anything about myself to stay the brand? And you was like, no way, stay how you are. Because I got that question time every Tuesday. I do a question time, and all my friends, followers on Insta, they ask me pretty much whatever they want, and I have to get back to them. And I was thinking, I don't want to sort of almost. Obviously, I know I'm representing the company. I've got to be professional to an extent, but like you say, everyone's got their own character here.
Definitely, man.
Imagine coming in, everyone was like a drone, like a little robot, and just acting a certain way.
Just do you.
Different.
Just do you.
So, and then obviously you pick them, like you say, because friends are friends, and is that how most of the coaches?
At this point, we've never done any hard recruiting.
Yeah, fair
it's
enough.
just like
you haven't needed to.
And right now it's kind of working for us. So
sick.
Yeah, we're just going to keep going that way. And in terms of what separates us from the rest, I think that we have some incredible locations, like MCP in Victoria is one of those.
Yeah, I remember seeing it when you first got this. I was like,
it's amazing.
It's a car park,
such a
barrels,
place to train.
it's sick.
So I believe it's one of the most unique and diverse aesthetically pleasing training spaces
Easily.
in London,
Easily.
like the UK.
Easily.
And we're pioneers, so I don't think anyone else has converted a car park. And then also, like, we have a community and coaches and people who work for us who like genuinely care about, you know, having a positive impact on each other and on people, and that can sometimes be quite rare to find.
Yeah, wicked.
Yeah, so
obviously. And you know what? When things open, come down here and see why we set us up for people, man. Right. We're nearly done. We've got 2 more questions. Well, this one's a bit of banter. So I saw you do this on your Instagram with Foxy, and it is, I'm going to say 10 things, and whatever I say, Charlie has to say the first thing that pops into his head. We'll see who's more childish out of the 2 of us. Right, I'll go first, yeah?
Are you going to say all 10? And I say
yeah, I'll just go 1, you say yours, and then I'll go the next time. Manor.
London.
Beads.
Anal.
I was hoping you said that. Gas.
Man.
Fatherhood.
The best.
Yes. Ambition.
Let's go. That's 2 words, sorry.
Cucumber.
Could have nicked Foxy up. Painful.
Nike.
Swoosh.
Swoosh. I like that. Training.
Love it.
Sex.
Love it.
Passion.
Sex.
Sorry.
Bro, mine aren't as good as yours, man. Seriously. There's no joke ones in there, really. Lockdown.
Stress.
Zoom.
Sweaty.
Success.
Callum.
Ooey. Hunger.
Callum.
Health.
Salad.
Bro, food.
Starving.
Stew chicken.
Never had it.
No way! Oh my goodness. Reebok.
Dead.
Work.
More.
Resilience.
Let's have it.
Ooey! Yeah, that's good. Sorry,
Right.
my one's as good as yours.
Right, so I always end each episode with what is your definition of happiness? Everyone's is different, it could be literally anything, whatever you think about makes you fucking fuzzy inside and go, you know what, that's happiness to me.
Yeah.
I saw a good question actually before, I won't ask you it, but this is what makes me think about this question. And it was like, can you highlight any time in your life where you felt at your most happiness?
Yeah.
And it makes you think and you're like, fuck. Yeah. I know mine, like I remember mine was about 22 maybe? I just had the news that Rowan was nearly born. Training was banging in training house. I just got into the PT world and I just felt content, man. Everything was going really well for me. And then it was a shit show. But now we're going back up, No, it's all good.
No, sick. Yeah.
Right, so what is your definition of happiness?
So definition of happiness, so I suppose like when do I feel my most happy? Well, I'm trying to explain how the process in my mind that I go through that makes me happy, and then kind of the circumstance that I'm in when I am most happy, if that makes sense. So basically when I'm anchored to the present, have completely kind of let go of the past and the way it makes me feel, and then excited about the future, that's when I feel I'm the most happy. I experience that the most when I'm with all my family, so my son, my girlfriend, my parents, my brother. I'm a big family man.
Definitely a family man. Yeah, I can see that. You can see that if you're not on your Instagram, you're a family man. It's nice.
So yeah, man, that's my definition of happiness.
So family.
Yeah, family.
Love that. Family.
Yeah.
Right, it's been wicked having you on.
Bro, thank you so much.
See you at work.
Let's go.